Why we must abolish capitalism, or at minimum reform it. Capitalism stands against full and participatory democracy, because if wealth and money is not distributed evenly and is concentrated at the hands of the few wealthy and not owned by the people, we don't have economic democracy. Money matters in politics, and money can influence the politics, and there is the economic vote. People vote with money, so if we also want to have democracy in the realm of money, wealth, and economies, everyone's, people's money must have equal weight and matter equally. Capitalism is not full democracy. People must have democracy in the workplace, in the means of production, and in what we invest in to produce. And to have that, we must abolish capitalism and choose economic democracy. In order for the economy to be and work in the interest of the people, the means of production should be in the hands of the people, and the people should have the economic vote. Corporations have been critiqued for not acting in the interest of the people, whether that comes to social welfare, climate crisis, and labor and workers' rights. They fail to work for the greater good in significant ways. Capitalism puts profit over people and the planet. Capitalism is exploitative and exploits the workers because the workers create more value than their cost of survival, such as housing, food, and clothes. The capitalist class pays mostly for the workers' cost of survival and usurps and expropriates the surplus value of the labor and enriches themselves because of it, the exploitation of laborers. It is also so that because the capitalist owns the means of production and workers own only their labor, this inequality causes the workers' excess labor to be exploited and pay to the workers. Their wages cannot thus be under free conditions. This is a problem, and we want it to occur under freedom for the worker. Then there's the problem of infinite growth on a finite planet. Capitalism assumes constant growth. It promotes constant economic growth at the expense of all else, profit over the planet. Infinite economic growth is not possible, hence capitalism is not logically conclusive. Constant economic growth is not sustainable. It has deep ecological and environmental impact that are harmful. The environment requires changes to the model or a different model than that of the infinite growth model. We must address the needs of the climate, and capitalism under its current form creates problems for the environment, like pollution, waste, overexploitation of natural resources. Another problem with capitalism is that the costs are often externalized. That is, the full cost of something on the environment, society, and future generations is not factored in. This leads to bad consequences. Capitalism is not motivated to factor in the full cost of things to the environment and other things. Capitalism has another problem. It relies on short-term thinking, but a lot of important things need long-term thinking involved. like the environment. And it's better for the it is better for the world if long-term thinking was incorporated into the economy. Another criticism of capitalism is its historical and current ties to imperialism. It can be argued that capitalism needs imperialism to survive, and that capitalism seeks to always expand, and when it has saturated local countries, and local markets, seeks to expand to other countries, such as in the global south, and seeks to exploit them to gain a profit. Through structures like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank, poorer countries are often pushed into debt traps and structural adjustment programs. These things causes these poor countries to be unfree, dependent, and unsafe. According to the YouTube channel Our Changing Climate, there was in recent times in Germany a political party that was anti-capitalist and that wanted to reach their goal of ending capitalism through reforms. Their efforts were thwarted by the fossil fuel industries, lobbyists, and capitalists, and which shows that reforming our way out of capitalism is not achieved fast and easy. Which means we should do continuous revolutions when the opportunities arises, which they do from time to time. But if reforms don't easily work, we should also do strategic reforms, political mobilizations, and have long-term visions. When I say we should do revolutions, I do not advocate for violence or chaos. I mean, I of course want to do revolutions without those things. I also want to add that revolutions has its drawbacks because it can have surprising and unintended consequences. What we at RDF offer instead of capitalism is socialism and various different models of economy that focuses on degrowth. The information about reforms not working and that revolutions can be solutions when the opportunities arises comes from the YouTube video How to End Capitalism by the YouTube channel Our Changing Climate.